Hey, we're trying to go live here. Let's go Instagram. Oh my goodness. Hey everybody, it's Mike Dooley and I am stuck. This is just going to take a few seconds. All right, almost there, almost there. I'm going to have to clip this out of the recording. Technical difficulties. Jumbo, fellow adventurers, Mike Dooley here with a spiritual tune-up, super happy and jazzed to answer this great question that was sent in by one of you. Please post your questions below in Facebook and Instagram. This is a question I dearly wish I had the answer to 40 years ago. In fact, I even asked it during a session that was being channeled to me, and I got a bum answer. Hey, I wasn't ready for the right answer at the time. So here we go. What is the difference between enlightenment and awakening? In detail, the questioner asked, if I've been studying spirituality for over 20 years, how do I know if I've awakened? Does it feel like something specific, or perhaps it comes so gradually that you don't really feel different? Sometimes I think I need to feel a specific way or see blatant evidence in order to claim that I am officially awakened. The question I asked a channeler 40 years ago when I lived in Boston was, how do I get to enlightenment? And this very wise being through the telephone told me, oh, no, that's not how it works. Everybody has lessons and everybody is progressing. It's not about get to enlightenment. I will tell you today that in my view, that answer was dead wrong. The answer is so exciting. It is my main focus in life today. It is the biggest thing I want for my life today. And let me get into some detail with you. I got a boost and a leg up on this topic from my dear friend Sarah Landon, LANDON.com. Check her out. She channels the council. The council spoke in terms of awakening versus enlightenment. Okay, awakening, you're already there. You're 100% in the awakening mode that you're even watching me right now. Probably you get notes from the universe. You understand that God's not some angry white dude that put you here to test you, judge you, and sentence you. You are full bore, totally on track in the fast lane for awakening. The majority of planet Earth, human inhabitants that is, are just now turning that bend, moving away from either organized religion or an extreme emphasis on science and statistics and objectivity, and finally leaning in to what is patently obvious. There is beauty and order and brilliance and intelligence that permeates the physical universe, including every cell of your body and every wafting, waving energy in your thought system. Thereby, source energy, God, divine intelligence. It's real. It came first. Then there was evolution. Okay, this is awakening. Your thoughts become things. There's a law of attraction. Oh my God, you're hot, getting hotter. But let me tell you, through a series of books I've read and my own inner, deeper insistence that there was a greater answer, there is a difference between awakening and being truly enlightened. Let me describe enlightenment to you. Enlightenment is when you blend your ego-driven, biologically sustained ego with its spiritual counterpart. There is the you egoically that emerges from the body, which protects and honors and worries like crazy about your survival and your joy and your everything, and becomes a micromanager. And it has, over the millennia, pushed out our own spiritual identity. Because we have a spiritual identity. Perhaps you could call it the soul, but it's more refined than that because it pertains to this existence and this incarnation, whereas the soul pertains to many incarnations. When we can blend the biological ego with the spiritual ego takes over. The spiritual ego does this coupling when suddenly it's like a million jillion gigawatts of energy goes through your body and completely raises your energetic vibration to a higher level, to a degree which you would not even recognize what your eyes show you and what your heart tells you. You would still be you. And I'm going to give you some sourcing for exactly these concepts so that they can confirm your own inner suspicions as they have confirmed mine, because it makes total sense. I just read a book and I'll share it with you, and it's saying, yeah, you only use 10% of your brain because your ego, your biological ego, can only sustain and power 10% of your brain. Your physical biological ego cannot handle nor power nor operate this unbelievably magnificent biological physical creation called the brain. But your spiritual essence was designed to completely light it up, and suddenly radiating at unimaginable degrees of love. You have a full panorama with inner senses and outer senses that can answer any question. You could speak any language. You could literally walk on water, walk through walls, telekinesis, raise your vibration. You can ascend. You can be joyful. You can be a light. You can go to other realms. You can go past. You can go into the future. You can go into parallels. There's still a point, and this is what my answer from the channel 40 years ago was getting at. Live your life now. Figure this stuff out. Deal with what's on your plate. Unravel the mysteries that are tugging at your heart. And this kind of enlightenment will follow. And perhaps that channel was thinking that I wanted the enlightenment first without going through my own dark night of the soul and without me finally surrendering the biological ego that micromanages my life. The answer to your question is there is a gigantic, unbelievable, profound difference between awakening and being fully enlightened. I've had little glimmerings. I draw on those glimmerings. I dwell on them. I visualize them. I project them. And this is my personal goal, other than happy house, happy family, and fulfillment in my life. My personal goal is total enlightenment in this lifetime. The energies of the world are changing so much that it is easier now than it was 2,000 years ago, or even 2 years ago, which is what Sarah and many other channels have shared with me. But the books I wanted to tell you, the first book that spoke profoundly on enlightenment, way beyond awakening, was Ramtha, the White Book. Then last December, I read Autobiography of a Yogi. Such an inspiring story. A real autobiography of a real yogi. I'm sure you've heard of this book. It's a mega bestseller. And it's really from a human perspective of seeking truth. Super exciting if you're into enlightenment or you want to get there yourself. Then I read the Hermetica. This is extracts of the Emerald Tablet. This is the best compilation I've ever read by a million years. Way better than several others. Timothy Freck and Peter, you're going to have to pause this video or rewind to see these again. Timothy Freck, Peter Gandy. And then lately, my newest book that's just lit me up, I've shared this with you several times, The Third Millennium by Ken Carey. Rest in peace, brother Ken. The Third Millennium. Cannot even put words to how profound those 4 books were. If I was going to go out to outer space for a millennia right now, I'd take those 4 books with me and maybe nothing else. Pictures of my wife and daughter. I can't even get excited enough to tell you what awaits every single one of us. Be here now. Live your life fully. Don't be distracted by these bells and whistles to the degree that you ignore the fires burning in your own home. This is the key to enlightenment. Go deep. If you've got something bothering you, journal it out, feel it out, compare it to the truth. The truth is absolute. The higher you get on the rungs of ladder towards truth, the higher your vibration, until suddenly that mystical moment will come. Oh, another good book, Siddhartha, the classic by Hermann Hesse. There's 2 or 3 instances referenced of moments of enlightenment by the character and his guru. Siddhartha, one of the most famous novels, a very short read. Check that book out. It's awaiting you. It's awaiting me. This is what's going on. Our vibrations are rising. Much of the world is saying, no, not me. I'm not ready. Bring me back the good old days. But it's going to get better than it has ever been. And soon there will be many walking among us who are truly enlightened and who are truly straddling both worlds and who will be truly living their life as a human life was meant to live. The state of enlightenment is our natural state. We are just way whacked out of our natural being. We got lost eating the forbidden fruit, as I outlined in my very first spiritual tune-up back in March. But now we're moving back towards balance. It's a matter of surrender. It's not like you got to make something happen. You got to just relax and float to the surface of pure love that's been there all along. All right. Oh, I could talk about this all day. Thanks for letting me talk about it for the last 11 minutes. I'm sending you lots of love from Orlando. Happy enlightenment. Bon voyage. Let's see who we got. Melody, Susan, Diana, Quelly, Julie, Tamara. Oh, I'm so happy. Animal Reiki Lady in the house on Instagram. Oh, by the way, everybody, Autism Fit Mom, is that right? Yeah. Glad you're here. Hi, Jay. Hi, Catherine. By the way, my foundational course, Playing the Matrix for Deliberate Living and Conscious Creation, which is, the zenith of my awakened being. How to deliberately craft change with your thoughts, words, and actions. In this case, focusing on relationships. Hey, I've been lonely and desperate most of my life. My Playing the Matrix laser-focused edition on relationships. Finding them, making them better, peacefully parting ways is available at half off at Hay House. The link below on Facebook, or click the link in my bio on Instagram, just for today and tomorrow. Just for today and tomorrow. So Playing the Matrix for relationships, guaranteed money back. You'll learn something and go, oh my God, or we don't want your money, okay? It will be revelationary. It's 90 minutes of the Matrix, 90 minutes of examples, what to think, how to behave, what to delegate, what never to delegate, and how to get your love light shining. Okay? All right. Love you. Thank you. Tally ho, amigo.